We come from the cracks in the concrete floor, where hope gave up, we asked for more. Grit in our teeth, blood in our spit. This ain't a game, but I bet you quit. You tried to silence what we became. We start the fire with gasoline. We are the storm, you can't outrun. Blackout is born, and we've just begun. There's no light left, no turning back. Built for the dark, found in black. We are the blackout. We are the blackout. We are all spotlights, no easy road. We made a kingdom from the cold. Every loss, gained every win. They tied me up, can't see again. You tried to silence what we became. We start the fire, we're gasoline. We are the
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Cleveland, Ohio, where we are ready for another episode of Blackout here tonight with 3Dub Wrestling. Guys, I am Dewey Danielson, of course, calling you all the action tonight, and what a Fallout show we have for you in store tonight here in Cleveland as we gear up for our next big premium live event. Guys, kicking off tonight, we will have the new 3Dub World Heavyweight Champion here in the ring speaking to the 3Dub universe. We will also have tonight, Chris Harris is here, Danny Moore is here, Townsend Enterprises is here tonight. We have a #1 contendership matchup for you tonight between the cool one, Sander Cool, and Joe Rivers. We have a big one-on-one match returning to the ring here tonight. Maria James against Big Julie. We have a massive 8-man tag match. Winner keeps all. Team Tap Out and Townsend Enterprises tag titles, women's television title, and national title all on the line. And guys, a big main event matchup. Kurt Brooks and Twan Montana gonna blow the roof off here tonight in Cleveland. But guys, before we get started, be sure to hit the like button on this video and subscribe to 3Dub Wrestling if you haven't already. Hit that notifications bell and get all of the videos from the premier EFED Entertainment. Here we go, guys! Look at this! The President, James Black, back on Blackout! That is right, welcome back. The President, a long hiatus after getting struck by a car in the parking lot at Guaranteed Money several months ago. Long rehab process to get back here tonight. And look at this, Mr. James Black. A big monumental return at Gold Rush in the main event to reinstate John Awesome as the special advisor, special guest referee for that matchup in the main event. Chris Harris and Hexen. We all know how that went down.
Cleveland, Ohio.
Yeah, buddy, here we go. Glad to see you back, Jay.
It's good to be here, guys. A lot has changed, since I've been gone. But one thing that will not change, one thing that will always remain the same, and that is that this is the dealer's table.
Oh, yeah. All right.
A few months ago when I was ran down, I didn't know if I'd ever be able to stand here again. I didn't know if I'd ever be able to experience this moment again. There was a time during the recovery process that I wanted to give up. I had to learn to walk again. And I've never found myself in a battle that I didn't have the desire to win. But it was because of every one of you that I did not give up. Every letter that I read, every email that I read, every phone call that I received, it was you who gave me the willpower to walk again. So I wanted to come out here tonight, first and foremost, to simply say thank you. I'm not crying. Just have something in my eye. All right. Okay, now, before the season started, I promised you guys something. I promised you guys that I was going to give you a premium live event where you were in full control. You choose the matches. You choose the titles. You choose the stipulations. But I've decided to take it even a step further. Instead of giving you one premium live event, I'm going to give you a bi-weekly show where you choose the matches, you choose the titles, you choose the stipulations. The power will be in the hands of the 3-Dub universe.
All right, that is awesome. Love that.
And the name of that show, you know what, as a matter of fact, I'm not even going to choose the name of the show. I'm going to let you choose the name of the show. Immediately after tonight's show, there will be a poll that goes up, and you get to choose the name of the new show.
There we go.
It's that simple.
How about that?
You guys have the power. I promised you a new era, and that new era is here.
All right, man. That is awesome. Be looking for them polls.
And speaking of new eras, ladies and gentlemen, I introduce to you the new undisputed World Heavyweight Champion, Chris Conley.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy. What a moment we seen at Gold Rush. Ironically, the same night that James Black was hit by a car is the same night that this man right here won guaranteed money. Carrying that briefcase for several months until 2 weeks ago at Gold Rush. Shockingly, in the main event, when all hell is breaking loose, Chris Conley cashes in at the appropriate time and becomes new Freedom World Heavyweight Champion. I'll tell you what, it wasn't exactly on my bingo card for the evening, but it was a perfect moment for Chris Conley. And some people hate it, some people can't stand it, some people love it. And guys, we have a World Heavyweight Champion here on Blackout about to talk to you.
Do you hear that? Do you hear all of those boos? That's the sound of an arena full of people knowing they're looking at the rightful World Heavyweight Champion. You know, for months, people were running their mouths about how Chris Conley couldn't get it done, how Chris Conley wasn't the man, how Chris Conley was too worried about Twan Montana, how Chris Conley didn't want to face Hexen face to face, how Chris Conley had lost a step. Well, look at me now. All eyes on me. I cashed in when it mattered, and I walked out of Gold Rush with this World Heavyweight Championship. A championship that I've won before, and a championship that I plan on holding for a very, very long time. At least a hell of a lot longer than Hexen or Harris ever did. Because unlike them, I don't fold. I don't crack, and I sure the hell don't lose sleep over a faction that can't keep their own shit straight. Townsend Enterprises? Please. They thought they needed their entire faction to take out Hexen? Well, shit. Y'all are gonna need to recruit a hell of a lot more people if you think you're taking this title from me. Because I promise you, it's not gonna be an easy feat. And Hexen? Hexen's not a monster that I haven't beaten before. I've faced giants, I've beaten giants, I've beaten legends. Hell, I've been undefeated myself. And if Hexen wants a piece of me, if Hexen really wants this title, he can come out of some whatever dark corner that he's hiding in and come find me. Because like I said at the media scrum, I'm not hard to find. You want some big man, come get some. I'll be waiting. I'm the champ now. I set the tone. I run this place. Like I keep saying, all eyes on me.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, man. He's not going to have to wait much longer. Here comes Vito. Mr. Vito, that is. Look at the poise. Look at the blank stare. The unthinkable. Crashing down on Hexen at Gold Rush. Blindsided. But he was not pinned. Not him. Chris Harris was the man that was pinned. And look at this, guys.
Oh. Him. Something.
Oh, man. Chris Conley taking a half a step back there. I've seen that. And as Vito...
That's all you got? You owe him something.
Not much
you tell
to say.
Hexen that if he wants something from me, he can come take it. I keep telling you, I'm not hard to find.
Not flinching.
You don't intimidate me. He doesn't intimidate me.
Look at this.
Come get some. But I tell you this, it's going to take a hell of a lot more than some stupid little fucking catchphrase and a dirty look to intimidate me.
Oh, boy.
I've already proven that I'm better than you, that I'm better than him. I'm the one who walked out with the World Heavyweight Championship at Gold Rush.
Well, he's not lying. Not one bit, guys.
While you, Hexen, Chris Harris, were all on your fucking backs.
Language, please.
Like I said, come get some. You want this title? Come get it. Anytime you fucking want. Because I'll put you on your ass and your back one more time.
Oh, man, some very powerful words from the 3-Dub World Heavyweight Champion Chris Conley. And as Vito making his presence known to Conley. Look at that little Hexen fan in the crowd here tonight. You can get that mask at 3dubshop.com. But guys, check this out. The next premium live event in just a couple of weeks, right around the corner. New Year Bash, New York City, Madison Square Garden. We are getting the 3-Dub World Heavyweight Championship rematch for Hexen and Chris Conley. And where did it all start? Well, you'll have to go back and check out Gold Rush, guys. One of the better performing premium live events in 3-Dub history. And you can check it out right here. Match of the night. That main event for the 3-Dub World title where Chris Conley would cash in. But that would not be the moment of the night. The moment of the night is the big return of James Black right before the match, reinstating John Awesome. Man, what a moment that was, and what a night Gold Rush was, guys. You're going to have to go back and check that one out. All right, look at this. 3-Dub Superstars with a lot to say here tonight. The fallout of Gold Rush. Here comes the Women's TV champ. To the ring, representing Townsend Enterprises from Los Angeles, California. She is the Women's Television Champion. Champion, Danny Moore.
How dare you people boo me? I understand now why LeBron James left this trash-ass city behind. And it's because you people don't know when you're looking at the greatest of all time. I suck. You wish. Ha 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 ha. I know that Cleveland isn't really a city known for being smart, but even the idiots in this building are smart enough to know why I am out here tonight. I am challenging the undisputed women's champion to a match at New Year's Bash.
Oh boy! Here comes trouble! Making her way to the ring from Salem, Massachusetts, representing Team Tap Out, Nightshade! Now these two in a big 8-man tag match, winner takes all, here later tonight. And Danny Moore obviously calling out Cruella here tonight. A big challenge to the women's undisputed champion, but this is not what she was expecting, not what I was expecting, and not what anybody in the arena was expecting here in this moment. Here is Nightshade. Maybe just cannot wait till that 8-man tag to get her hands on Danny Moore. Gonna answer the call right here, right now. Is that going to be the case here, guys? Danny Moore calling out Cruella, and Nightshade has arrived on the scene. What's another big winner-takes-all match at Bash? Well, let's see what Nightshade has to say about that. Crowd loves to see Nightshade back. She made a big return at Summer of Sin. Look at this. Look at this. Oh, wait a minute. Now here comes the women's undisputed champion. Here comes Cruella. All right, things are heating up here.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe she challenged the undisputed women's champion. Last time I checked, that was me, not you.
So, it's like that.
I fought, climbed my way back to this championship while you have been handed opportunity after opportunity. So yeah, it's like that. You don't get to come out here and throw your way around like you're the champion, because you're not. I am, and whether you like it or not, you're standing in the middle of my ring.
Your ring. That title you're wearing is relevant because of me, because of my hard work, because of my blood, sweat, and tears. As a matter of fact, both of your titles are relevant because of me. The two of you may be champions, but I'm the face of this division. Don't you forget it.
Oh man, Nightshade claiming she
Bitch,
is the
please.
face. Oh, wait a minute.
Everyone in this building knows that not only am I the face of this division, but I am the future of this entire industry.
Yeah, I doubt that, because I'm not letting this championship go for anyone. And in that case, that isn't clear enough for you. Back off the line, bitch.
Anyway, let's get back to business. You and me, one-on-one at New Year's Bash. Winner takes all.
Oh, man. Danny Moore setting the challenge to Cruella. You know, she has to win. Her and her team have to win tonight in order for this match to take place, but she is putting it forth to Cruella, letting her know, win or lose tonight, she's coming after that Undisputed Championship. Well, guys, it is time to move on to our first matchup of the evening.
South Mississippi, Friday night, young buzz and knuckles tight.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from Mississippi, Big Julie. That is right, Big Julie. There it is. Made her debut about a month ago on the house show, which seemingly just got revamped by President James Black. We're going to let the people decide what we see. In fact, we're also going to let the people decide what the name of the show is. We know what the name of the show is here tonight. It is Blackout and Maria James. And her opponent from Naples, Italy, Maria James. Well, one of very few second-generational superstars here that have come through the 3-Dub roster. And this one a little bit special. A little bit closer to home for a lot of superstars here. A long-time respected superstar. A locker room leader, Juice James. Of course, going into the Hall of Fame last season. And his daughter here tonight, Maria James. Here in season 10, been trying to make a little bit of a name for herself, and I have to say, he's done rather well. A little touch of gold here. Now a little bounce back in a big matchup here if she can prove something tonight against Big Julie. You know, Julie bringing a lot of power to the table tonight. See if Maria James can overcome the power and strength of Big Julie. Now, from first glance, you would think Big Julie would be a lot bigger than what Big Julie is. Let me tell you, right there, you've seen it right now. Packing a hard, stiff punch is Julie. One tough broad, that is for sure. South Mississippi. Now the power pushing into the corner and a big right hand again. And now it's Maria with the elbow back into a collar and elbow. And maybe this time Maria James will come out on top of the strength. And no, it's Julie again. Right into the corner and another cheap shot right hand. Almost taking Maria off her feet, but here she comes. Oh, look at this. Nicely done. Snap suplex into the pinfall. Quick kick out. A break for Big Julie in the corner. One thing that Maria James needs to work on, something that I've seen over the past several matches she has had. That ring awareness, although right there, Nicely done. Absolute stunner of sorts off the apron to the outside, and here we are. And here you go. Right into the steel steps. Double axe handle across the back. As Big Julie showing off what she does best. This is her kind of environment right here outside the ring. That barroom brawl style she has, and now look at this. What's she going for here? And the power bomb onto the, oh man! Damn, son! Into the LED post and then slammed down onto the thin matted concrete, but it's Big Julie now rolled up. 1 count, 2 count, kick out. Maria quickly coming into the matchup. Almost taking away a victory right there. Nevertheless, the big maneuvers on the outside seemingly have not much damage to Maria James, with now planting her in a 1 count kick out. Nice matchup here thus far. Maria looking pretty damn good. Look out now, my goodness. Into another pinfall 2, and a 3 count will do it that time. Maria James somewhat making quick work of Big Julie here tonight, although taking a little dish out of punishment there, but able to withstand and get the victory here tonight. Here is your winner, Maria James. Fantastic matchup, our first matchup of the evening. Good to see Maria James back in the ring.
When your performance is in question, awesome is the answer. The Sentinel, forged for heavy metal. Unleash your power. Custom electric guitars. The Sentinel, awesome is the answer.
Some cards say who you are. This one tells the world you're the only one. The new one-of-one Icon credit card. Crafted in black steel, edged in gold, built for those who lead, not follow. Every purchase, another chapter in your legend. Shop like an icon. Apply today.
Oh, it's Devil Dog! Open it! Open it! He looks so strong. Check out the dog tag. Oh, right hook! Yeah, he wins. Now you can give your friends a DD214.
Devil Dog action figure with real dog tag accessory from 3Dub Wrestling. Available now.
All right, guys, we are getting ready for that big...
What the hell are you doing here, John?
Here we go.
Good evening, gentlemen. Danny, big night for Townsend tonight, huh? Being that it's such an important night, I thought I'd get the front row seat. From the inside this time. Because in case you forgot, I'm back on the payroll and there's nothing you can do about it. So just get over yourselves. Stop looking at me like you're about to take a dump. And relax, will you?
You shouldn't be anywhere near us after what you done at Gold Rush. I swear I should rip you apart right now.
You know what? That's funny, because later tonight, I might be closer to you than you think.
Oh yeah? What's that supposed to mean?
Chris, focus. We don't have time for that loser. We have titles to keep.
Oh, loser? Wow. I'm not the one who got pinned at Gold Rush. But don't worry. You'll have time, especially since your boy Harris also has a match tonight.
A match tonight?
What match?
What are you talking about, you stupid idiot?
No one told me anything about Harris in a match tonight.
Well, somebody upstairs must have slipped in a little surprise into the rundown. I guess I shouldn't have spoiled it. But let's just say it's going to be a big night for you.
You did.
And one of my good friends here in
You
Cleveland.
had something to do with this, didn't
What?
you?
Chris, come on. I'm just the guy that introduces the kid. He's got one hell of a future, for sure. But if you like, I'll give you a little inside info. Do you remember that kid that had the steel implant in his hand? Yeah, the one that had that motorcycle accident? Oh, I watch out for that right hook.
I swear I'm gonna kick your ass
Chris,
right now.
not now. We'll
Calm
handle
down.
our business first.
It's going to be a great night. Don't you worry. Hope you're ready, Harris. The crowd is gonna love him, though. And me? I'll be the one to send him down that ring. Right in front of you.
Man, what is this?
Oh, he's dead. He's dead when I get my hands on him.
Later, we deal with this winner takes all match first, and then we'll take care of John Awesome.
I hope Harris brought his gear. Looks like he's in for a big matchup here tonight. But hey, the 8-man tag coming up now. Winner takes all. Let's go. The following contest is an 8-man tag. Winner takes all match. And is for the Freedom Tag Team Championships, the Women's Television Championship, and the National Championship. Introducing first, the challengers. Nightshade, Jacob Fowler, Drew Tanner, and Jaden Walker. Team Tap Out. Well, if you are unfamiliar, Jaden Walker and Team Tap Out making their way to the ring as Fowler and Tanner and Jaden Walker looking to get back gold that they all three lost at Gold Rush. And let's not fail to mention the end of the historic national championship run that Jaden Walker had, 427 days, effectively being the longest championship run in 3-dub history. But here is this. The crew that took the titles from Tap Out. The Women's Television Champions, Danny Moore. The Freedom Tag Team Champions, Lance Hagen and Hall of Famer Caleb Stone. And the National Champion, Lars Morrison. Townsend Enterprises. And look at this, I don't know. This has to be intentional. These guys mocking Team Tap Out's entrance here. The only difference is, well, they have all the gold here. Of course, Hagen and Stone taking the tag team titles at Gold Rush in that tables elimination match. Lars Morrison taking the national title in that steel cage no escape match. And well, Danny has been the television champion for quite some time now. All the gold and Townsend Enterprises, and this is what we've been waiting for. One of the big matches here tonight. Winner takes all, guys. Tap Out has the chance to get those titles back, and not only that, but add the women's television title to the mix as well. We are starting things off here tonight. Jaden Walker and Big Lance Hagen, and Walker slamming down Hagen. 300 plus. Picked up on the apron, showing a little bit of strength there, Jaden is. There you go, attacking the lower half of the body. Now look at Jaden, man. Jaden is full throttle, man. All the way up and crashing down on Hagen. And oh man. These two teams just colliding over the past several weeks. And look at Jaden. Jaden now dishing it out to the Hall of Famer. And now Stone goes for the ride, and there's Hagen. Look out. Hagen back in the fight here. And he has Jaden Walker. No, Jaden has Lance. Thrown across ringside and now looks to come back in to the match. Not sure. Taking his time. Oh, look at this! And everybody was waiting to see this here. And it's Danny Moore going for the rod at the hands of Jaden Walker. Look at that. That's a little payback right there for Chris Harris smacking Nightshade with the steel chair. That's exactly what that was. But look at this now. Big Lars Morrison. Taking care of business with Jaden Walker, much like he did at Gold Rush, and I hate to say it. But it was a good fight put up by Lars Morrison. Hanging in there as Jaden Walker almost passed out. Dishing out as much as he could in that submission hold. Big time shoulder breaker, wrench to the neck, and now Lars is going to try to put it away. Not able to do so right at this moment. Jaden Walker. Look out. Starting this matchup now, looks like going to get a tag off to the Portsmouth Punisher, Drew Tanner. The recent, most newest member to Team Tap Out. Of course, joining just a few months ago, I believe right before Guaranteed Money. And that is when they would lose the titles, but they regained them from the Resistance. And then, of course, Townsend Enterprises wins the tournament. The rest is history, according to Gold Rush. Drew Tanner also one of the longest reigning Fight Night champions, the inaugural Fight Night champion. I don't know if you remember that title. Actually merged into the Global Championship, I believe. I don't know. There's been so much going on this season. Here we go, tag into Lars Morrison, and now look at that! Here comes the beef! Nice teamwork from Townsend Enterprises, and they're doing a fantastic job here, cutting the ring in half, and keeping Drew Tanner in their corner. It's exactly what you got to do here in these kind of matchups. Keep your opponent as far away from their team. Look at that spine buster, and look at Caleb Stone getting a workout on the outside here. Talk about not knowing when to quit. Look out. Nice bridging suplex, and there's Fowler. His first little bit of action, breaking up the pinfall. Saving his buddy Tanner, and now tag into the Hall of Famer. Of course, Caleb Stone in the Hall of Fame as a tag team with the Destruction Crew. That'd be him and Darius Carter when they were a tag team very, very far time back. And they were with the Steel Stable, and now look out. Tag into Fowler. Finally, Drew Tanner able to break that imaginary line across the center of the ring, and now it is Tap Out with a fresh man in Jacob Fowler. And now look at Jaden Walker on the outside. All hyped up, ready to get back in there. And I think Jaden is trying to show up Caleb Stone here. I think he's already done more reps than Caleb Stone. Those apron lunges. Yeah, he has by far exceeded Caleb Stone in the rep count for those lunges. And look out, guys! Massive belly-to-belly from the mid-rail from the current national champion. Man, that was earth-shattering. Almost a good view there for the cameraman. A little bit more to the right. Anyway, which by the way, man, did you see what Annie Moore was wearing earlier tonight, or what she wasn't wearing, I should say. Now tag back in to Tanner. Showing a little resiliency, not much time to rest there, but back in the ring. Taking on Lars Morrison. Look out now. A bridging suplex of his own. And now a 2 count. Almost kick out. Look at this. What's this? Danny trying to come get some, but a neck breaker. I can't say that. I'm sorry to see that. Now look out. What? Oh man, she gets what she asked for. You know she asked for it. Look out! Massive splashdown from Drew Tanner. Massive splashdown, and here comes Nightshade. Not afraid to take on the men, that is for sure. A springboard elbow and a hook of the leg. Could Nightshade put away Lars? Not going to happen. Well, what would that mean? Another springboard takedown from Nightshade, and Lars Morrison getting a tag in, and now this. Guys, this is just not fair right here. Lance Hagen and Nightshade, and Lance Hagen has about 215 pounds on lookout. And a pinfall won and quickly broken up by, thank God, Jacob Fowler. Man, that was brutal. And that was brutal. This isn't fair. Get Lance out of there. Get Danny in there, for God's sakes. Now a Hall of Famer. And Nightshade is going to try to hang on here. And you know she has the fight of a dog in her. Can she hang on with Caleb Stone, a Hall of Famer? Look out. Trifecta of suplexes. And is it going to be enough time for Nightshade to get a tag? You can see Jaden and Fowler and Tanner all reaching for the tag. Nightshade back to her feet. Look out! Caught! And Nightshade, Irish whip into the corner. Nightshade, oh look out! She's not going to make the tag. She's going for the attack. Well, there's the tag. Back to Jaden. Even things up here a little bit. Got to give it to her, though. Nightshade holding her own. That's not something that Danny can say she's done yet. I'm not being biased. Quiet down, Lars. I can hear you talking all the way from up here. All right, Irish whip off the ropes. Stone just knocks Shade off the apron, but right into, oh no, right into a power bomb. Right into a last ride. Power bomb. And Caleb Stone, no, not going to get it. Tanner breaking up the pinfall. Stone quickly disposing of Tanner, and now massive clubbing blows to Jacob Fowler. Man, big time shots. And Jaden Walker's right there with a big belly to belly. Quickly into a pinfall. Is it going to be enough? And no. Lars there to break up the pinfall. Oh, here we go. Jaden connected. And that's going to be it. Any given day, that would have been it.
Man, this is typical Townsend.
Says,
running the same playbook. Cheat first and ask questions never.
Yeah, man, you're right. But look at the Topo boys. They're definitely hanging in there. a 4-on-4 against Townsend, you know he's got the deck stacked against him somehow.
Yeah, Tap Out's got something. You might say heart, no doubt. But I mean, honestly, man, they're outmanned, they're outmuscled, they're out of like everything. Honestly,
Looks like Tap Out could use a couple extra hands.
Oh, extra hands, huh? Is the blacksmith of pain volunteering?
I didn't say that, Warren. Just saying, I know what happens when people push the wrong buttons. And Townsend been pushing everyone's buttons. Tap Out, Johnny Awesome, the whole damn locker room. Hell, even you, Peace, if we're being honest
I
here.
mean, you got a point. Maybe if someone does push back, Townsend can finally get a taste of their own medicine.
Maybe. But not tonight, man. Tonight, I just want to see how ugly this shit gets.
Look around, dog. It's already ugly. And it's getting uglier. The question is who's going to be left standing when the dust settles, and whose blood the janitor is going to be mopping up.
That very well could be right. Oh, wait a minute! Los Salvadores! Jimmy Shadow! And your Rune Mercury, what the hell is going on? These two guys! They attacked Martrix and Dargus at Gold Rush and sent a message to the roster. Is this a follow-up? Oh, man. People might want to keep their eye out. And I also saw Cruella made her way down here. What is going on right now? And look out! Nightshade attacking Danny from behind. Cruella is up on the ramp. Ooh, look out into the barricade. And Nightshade. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. She just grabbed Danny's championship. And she just threw the championship into Cruella's face. Nightshade just threw the TV championship at Cruella's face, and she has successfully taken out Cruella and Danny, and she's got both titles. She's got the TV title and the Undisputed title, and Nightshade's gone. Nightshade has hightailed it out of here with both titles. And now Jaden tagged in on the hot tag. Almost getting Caleb Stone. Guys, this has become a 3-on-3. Nightshade. I don't want to say it, but she's stolen both of the women's championships, and Cruella and Danny are chasing after her, and all hell is breaking loose here. All hell breaking loose. Look out now. The ref goes down. And Jaden Walker has got Stone. Look out. Planning him again. There's no referee to make the call. And look. Caleb Stone now going for a ride. And this match completely opened up here, guys. We just had all kinds of stuff going on. Devil Dog and War and Peace getting attacked by Los Salvadores. Nightshade just running away with both women's championships. Cruella and Danny have chased her out of the arena. And massive spine buster from Lars, and that's a hook of the leg right there. Broken out by Jacob Fowler. Guys, remember, all the championships are on the line in this match. And now a bridging suplex, and Lars, 1-2, kick out, man, close. Close call, and you can see Jaden wearing down here. And that seemingly has been the issue for Jaden Walker. seen it at Gold Rush. The endurance. By the time he got to the end of the match, applying that submission hold, he almost passed out applying a submission hold. Arguably, that moment is what cost him the national title. And now he's in the ring with Caleb Stone, the Hall of Famer, bridging. Big suplexes for the trifecta. Is that enough to put away Jaden? Right here, right now. 2 count, 3 count. Caleb Stone just retained all the gold for Townsend Enterprises and Jaden Walker. After almost a year and a half of no losses, no pinfalls, has taken 2 back-to-back pinfalls from Townsend Enterprises. That's going to be a tough hole to climb out of for Jaden Walker and Team Tap Out, officially getting reset back in the line for the gold, and that is not good times, but great times for Townsend Enterprises, unfortunately. Oh, what a matchup, guys. A lot unfolding in that match, and we gotta find out what happened with the women's titles, but we got Molly Pratt here.
With former world champion and former tag team champion, the Dragon Diergus. Diergus, everyone has been wanting to know. Why now? Why attack your brother now? Why ruin the reforming of the resistance?
Molly, everybody keeps asking me why. Why I do it. Why I attack my own flesh and blood. Why I turn on a man I fought beside for years. Matrix left. He walked away from 3Dub. He abandoned the people, abandoned me. While he was gone, I stayed. I carried the name. I fought every battle. I built myself into the man of the people. The one they believed in. The one they wanted to see rise. The one they wanted to see become world champion. But the moment that Matrix came back, it was like everything I built didn't matter. The spotlight shifted, the attention shifted, and suddenly it was all about him again. His return, his comeback, his redemption, gone my sacrifices. He held me back. He made me do this. His selfishness. His need to be the center of everything. He left no room for me, for what I built, for what I have sacrificed, for what I earned.
You wanna blame me?
What? Oh, look out!
You wanna blame me for your choices?
I see Molly backing up, and it's Matrix now!
You want your moment? Here it is.
Oh man! Into the glass! And Matrix!
I came back for us.
What are you doing, man? You don't want to stoop to that level, Matrix!
No, you came back for you.
Oh man, I don't know what to believe anymore. Right hand, Matrix, these 2 brothers, they fought before, but not in this capacity. Not at this magnitude.
You think you're the people's champion? You're nothing without me.
Oh man!
They cheated me because they realized when I came back that I am the true people's champion.
Guys, I don't know what to believe anymore. Matrix claiming he's the true people's champion. But Durga says he is, and now look. Oh man!
I was everything without you, and you couldn't stand it.
Oh man! Oh man! Brutal shots with that kendo stick. And these 2 brothers, man, this is far from over. I can tell you that right now.
This isn't over.
See, I told you. These 2, man, wow. And look at the carnage here. You can see the broken glass. that Dargis just went through moments ago. Man, oh man. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome from the Caribbean, Bobby Galileo. Big Bobby G. Got himself a big matchup at Gold Rush against Josh Armstrong. Unfortunately, Bobby G fell victim to the armed Armageddon. Now Josh didn't break the hold after the match. That was dirty, but hey, Big Bobby G got his revenge, a massive spear. Well, that's not the question, man. The big question has been, what is Bobby G's involvement with Will King and Townsend Enterprises, or is there any involvement at all?
I once heard a wise man say, you're either with us or against us. That wise man was my best friend, Will King. Now, Will, I don't know if it's that you don't want me to be a part of Townsend, or if CFT doesn't want me to be a part of Townsend. Either way, that changes tonight. I stopped and looked at the members of Townsend Enterprises and I said to myself, what do they have that I don't? And the only thing I came up with was gold. So tonight, I decided to challenge a champion. And once I win, because I will win, you'll have no choice but want me as the newest member of Townsend Enterprises. Lars Wild, I'm calling you out. Where you at, Lars?
Man, Bobby calling out Lars.
Let's go.
Bobby.
He just, oh, wait a second.
What are you doing, bro?
That's Will King.
You see exactly what I'm doing. I'm calling my shot, and after I beat Lars's ass, they won't have a choice. You won't have a choice, but want me to be a part of Townsend Enterprises.
This is not the NFL, bro. You don't know how things work here.
Oh, yeah? What's that supposed to mean, Will? What's that supposed to mean?
Look, just trust me, bro. I have your best interests in mind. This is not the way to do it. You don't know these people.
Well, isn't this interesting now?
Lars, I got it, bro.
Nah, I don't think you do, bro. Quite frankly, however, I understand exactly where he's coming from. I mean, he's brand spanking new to the scene in worldwide wrestling. He surrounds himself with the greatness that is Townsend Enterprises. He sees how well strapped in gold we are. And now he wants a piece of the pie. And hey, who better to challenge for any championship than the guy who just ended the longest title reign in the history of this company? It's instances like this, however, that I was demanding airtime for myself. Because I needed to make sure something was abundantly clear. Mahler country is no longer a land of given, but is now and forever will be the land of earned opportunities. In that regard, Bobby, you have not earned any shot at any title, let alone a title match against the Big Time Bear. I'll give you this, however. I'm gonna waltz back down there. I'm gonna find you someone to wrestle. You beat them, you get a shot at America's Moneymaker and the National Championship next week. So good luck, Bob the Rookie.
Wow, what a big announcement here from Lars Morrison. After just retaining in that winner-takes-all matchup right away, gonna go to work and find an opponent for Bobby G in a #1 contenders match is happening tonight. Man, who could that be? That's gonna take on Bobby G. And can he prove that he's got what it takes to be in Townsend Enterprises? We just seen that big 8-man tag match, guys, where Townsend retained the titles, but the big question is, where did Nightshade go? with the women's TV title and the women's undisputed title. We still got Chris Harris in action here tonight, and we also still have this, our main event tonight. Kurt Brooks and Twan Montana. But coming up next, guys, number one contendership to see who's going to take on TJ Renegade for the Global Championship. Will it be Sander Cool or will it be Joe Rivers? Let me know in the live chat for following along with us. Stay tuned and hit that like button. The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the number one contendership to the Global Championship. Introducing first, from the Netherlands, weighing 235 pounds, the ultimate opportunist, Sander Cool. Now look at this. First time we've seen Nora Cool here this season. Along Sander Cool, trying to get as much motivation as he can to get back to his creation, the Global Championship. Big story behind that at Gold Rush. His opponent from Lafayette, Indiana, weighing 241 pounds. He is the current stomp messiah, Joe Rivers. Now CFT carried the Global Championship into a fatal four-way at Gold Rush, but would quickly relinquish the title. There's many people raising questions. Did he do that on purpose? Or was it really just a ploy to get under the skin of Sander Cool? I would go with the latter on that one. But here we go. Nonetheless, tonight we will get a winner and we will get a new number one contender to the Global Championship, and that champion, of course, TJ Renegade. And look at Joe Rivers now. Right out of the gate into a triangle submission hold, but Sander gonna power his way out of it. As I was saying, TJ Renegade, springboard forearm from Sander. Renegade, the Global Champion, won it at Gold Rush against Sander and Joe Rivers. I guess you can say it was vacant at the time. Won the vacant championship. Of course, we know TJ Renegade been really fighting hard for a singles championship. There you go. You see him watching along here. You know, he knows both of these guys very well, Sander and Joe Rivers. A little bit more scouting wouldn't hurt nobody, that's for sure. A pinfall from Sander, not even going to get a one count. Look at Sander powering over Joe Rivers here, and it's got to be separated. And look out! Low blow shot from Joe Rivers. Dirty Joe Rivers, another alias of his. I can see why. Now Joe with the upper hand on the strength. Collar and elbow, Irish whip off the ropes, up and over goes Sander. And a nicely done arm drag neckbreaker. Hip toss neckbreaker, something, I don't know, but it was beautifully done. You guys know I'm not the best at calling the spots, but I make the moments count.
Make something clear.
And MDX.
The one man you're supposed to have in this number one contendership match is the hybrid wrestler Mad Dog X. And no one else.
Oh, shut up, Mad Dog. I've already beaten you. If anybody is worthy of a title shot, it's me. It's my time for the title shot. I don't give a damn about Joe. I definitely don't give a damn about Sander. If anybody's going out there for a title shot, it's me.
I couldn't help but overhear that the two of you have an issue. I can pretty much guarantee that if I wasn't here, you probably would have broken out in the fight right here. But we're going to do things different. The two of you will be in action this weekend on our brand new show. But you will not be in action against each other. In fact, your opponents will be handpicked by the 3W Universe. And if you want to be one step closer to the Global Championship, all you have to do is win your match.
All right, another big announcement for that new show where the 3W Universe is in charge. We got two potential matches that could be happening on that show. Well, the people will pick the opponents for MDX and Scott Adams as Joe Rivers just, brutally thrown into that LED ring post. Sander Cool. Gonna try to take advantage of that moment. Not gonna be able to. Joe Rivers now. Oh, wait a second. Ooh, Sander Cool now. Just whipping to the corner, followed up by a big clothesline right hand and an elbow. Nicely done by Sander, trying to keep Joe on his feet here. Sure why you'd want to do that. You want to get him on their back to win the matchup. And now Joe is going to try to do just that, but a back elbow once again from Sander. Missing with the knee. Caught with a kick to the mid. And a curb stomp to Sander Cool. Curb stomp. And Sander trying to doing the smart thing. Yes, indeed, rolling to the outside of the ring ropes and now speared off to the outside. And his sister, Nora Cool, not wanting anything to do with that. That is not making her happy. And what are you doing, Joe? Oh, wait a second. Come on, Joe. Joe Rivers. Blatantly kicking Nora Cool across the jaw. Man, we've seen too much of this. Oh no, what are you doing here, Rivers? Oh no, not a curb stomp to Nora! And the ref is calling the matchup here. Joe Rivers just hit a curb stomp on Nora Cool. This match has been called off. Rightfully so. We gotta get some medics out here for Nora. It's not looking good here. Oh man, she could have some damage to the neck. Oh no! Come on, Joe! Oh man! Where's Sander? Sander, what are you doing, man? Look what he's doing to your sister. Come on, Rivers. Damn.
You know, I gotta give Russ some credit here. He's actually making progress, connecting dots, getting statements. Honestly, Matt, I'm starting to think we might actually get an answer sooner than later.
Maybe not. Russ is passionate. Sometimes it leads somewhere. Sometimes it leads nowhere. But hey, you're right about one thing. He's trying, and that counts for something.
Either way, James trusts him with the investigation. Probably for the best. And bringing John Awesome back, I think that was a good call too. I shouldn't have even suspended him in the first place. It was just a bad decision in the heat of the moment.
Mistakes happen, man. We all make them. What matters is doing what feels right at the time. Besides, if Russ had any evidence, any real evidence, he'd be breathing down my...
Your what?
Down my neck. He'd be breathing down my neck. You know how he is. Dramatic. Over the top. Regardless, if he had the smoking gun, trust me, we'd all know. But he doesn't yet, unfortunately.
There you two are. Listen, man, I just wanted to come and say thank you. Genuinely, thank you for keeping things moving while I was gone, man. I couldn't have asked for a better team to hold down the fort. You guys have done an amazing job from the bottom of my heart. Thank you. And don't worry, we're going to get down to the bottom of all of this, one way or another. Hell, after everything that's happened, I'm half tempted to get out there and lace up the boots and get some payback myself.
Honestly, I wouldn't mind seeing that again.
Just tell me the date. I'll make sure production gets the spotlight available.
Anyhow, thank you guys, both of you. Truly. Let's keep the ball rolling tonight. After all, we're on the road to TBX.
Do you think he meant that?
Did he mean what? The big event? Of course we're on the road. Matt, where have you been?
No, the getting in the ring thing.
Probably not. He's just serious about this. Wouldn't you be if you got hit by a car?
Yeah, sure, of course.
But you never know around here, man. You know James, he's going to do whatever he has to do to get to the bottom of this. He's James freaking Black. But hey, I got to run. I got to go find Brooks. We have a big meeting with the title committee. I got some news for him. So we'll catch you later.
All right. Yeah, we'll catch up.
Interesting. But it is time for a number one contenders match again, guys. Big Bobby G. Who's going to be his opponent? And who will move on to face Lars Morrison on the next episode of Blackout? Guys, stay tuned with us. Hit that like button. Following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from the Caribbean, weighing 281 pounds, Bobby Gallo. Bobby Galileo, Seattle Seahawks Hall of Famer, calling his shot tonight. A lot of questions at Gold Rush on the involvement with Bobby Galileo and Will King and Townsend Enterprises. We've seen a little bit of tension earlier tonight between Will King and Bobby G. Although it seemed like Will was starting to talk some sense into him. Oh boy! Oh boy, the king of the deathmatch has arrived on the scene. And his opponent from Death Valley, weighing 289 pounds, Eddie Walker. Now this man right here, no sight for sore eyes, and can leave you with sore eyes. The king of the deathmatch tournament, Eddie Walker. Man, what a scary human being this guy is. What a matchup this is going to be. Eddie Walker and Bobby Galileo. Well, the winner of this match will take on Lars Morrison for the national title. Next episode of Blackout, and Bobby Galileo starting things off hot and heavy. I know Lars has his confidence and he's got a lot of backup in Townsend Enterprises, but I have to say, man, Look at that man. Look at what he just did. To almost 300 pounds, and then a springboard, of course, missed. Bobby Galileo able to move out of the way, but then he's tucked over the top rope, and now look at him. Very smart ring awareness right there. Top rope guillotine, and now a spear from the mid-rail. Look at this. Galileo showing off his strength here tonight. Look at this. Two men that arguably had this match set up here tonight. Will King, the best friend of Bobby Galileo, and the national champion winning that big matchup earlier tonight. Winner takes all. Townsend Enterprises stands tall. Will Bobby Galileo stand tall with him? That's the question. What? Oh, man. Pinfall for Eddie Walker. Could that be it? No, one count only. To say, man, the guts that it takes for somebody like Bobby Galileo to call out someone like Lars Wild in order to show that guy's faction that you belong in it. That's one way to make yourself known. You don't think I belong? Well, I'm going to take one of your best guys and I'm going to beat him. That's the mindset. And look at this. We're going to see something special right here, guys. Galileo through the ropes with a double drop kick, taken down Big Eddie Walker. Complete package of size, strength, athleticism, speed. Bobby Galileo has it all. And Will King knows that. I don't know if Lars Morrison quite does just yet. Eddie Walker's getting every bit of it. Look out, man! Massive 5-star frog splash missed, and a mid-rail coffin drop from Eddie Walker in the spear. Spear from nowhere. Galileo. 2, 3, got it! Bobby Galileo and Lars Morrison for the national championship on the next episode of Blackout. Man, that's going to be a big match. Lars might not be the national champion for too long, and we'll see what kind of involvement Will King is going to have on that. Nevertheless, guys, what a matchup here for Bobby Galileo. Only been in a handful of matches here so far. Oh, that right there, man, it's devastating. One of the best spears in the entire game right now. Here is your winner, Bobby Galileo. That is right, getting the 3-count victory, Bobby G.
You know,
what's this?
I cannot wait to get out of this godforsaken city.
Oh,
Dad, what is happening? What the hell is going on?
Got your ass now, bitch.
Oh no! What is? No! That monster truck! Oh my goodness! Oh my gosh! What just happened?
Want to get jacked like Caleb Stone? Don't lift light, sip right. Caleb Stone's secret juice. The power's in the bottle.
Get juiced!
There's a flavor worth returning to. Slow brewed, crisp, and made with pure cane sugar. For a moment that tastes like then and now. Revival Cola. Bring back the taste.
All right, here we go, guys. Welcome back. As John Awesome makes his way to the ring, he says he has a special announcement. Here tonight, before the Chris Harris match, he is going to introduce the hometown kid here in Cleveland. But guys, I have to touch on what we just seen moments ago. I'm being told that was Josh Armstrong behind the wheel of that big wheeler, that monster truck, and it just ran over Will King's car. That was Will King's car, but we are being told that Will King was able to get out of the vehicle before the crash occurred. But Josh Armstrong, guys, obviously is out for blood for Will King. Man, I'm sure we will have more to cover from that situation, either here tonight or on the next episode. But you know Josh Armstrong is coming for Will King. But guys, look who's back here tonight. John Awesome, yeah, buddy.
Oh my God, it feels so f***ing great to be back. Unfortunately, I'm not here to wrestle today, so I'm gonna make this really quick. Now that I'm reinstated, all you jabronis barking like little chihuahuas are done. Call me Karma. I don't care if it's Will King, Christopher Harris, or anyone at Townsend. Your asses are mine. But like I said, I'm not here to wrestle. I'm here to introduce one of the best local talent that this state has to offer, my good friend, Lincoln Cox.
All right. Right down the street, guys. Just a couple of blocks away from the arena here tonight, a small town promotion, APW. And this is the man that leads the charge over there. And you know what? He's a good friend of John Awesome, so what a big opportunity for Lincoln Cox here tonight. Getting a showing on Blackout. Welcome to 3-Dub, young man. I'm sure this is just a favor pulled by good friend John Awesome here tonight to get a matchup unexpectedly against the Star Killer. Look at this. The following contest is scheduled for one fall. From Columbus, Ohio, weighing 241 pounds, representing Townsend Enterprises, he is the Star Killer, Chris Harris. Well, the booze rained down once again. Chris Harris enters to the ring in rare form here tonight. No CFT, no Danny Moore. Of course, this is an impromptu matchup. We just found out about this a little earlier tonight. The news was broken to us by, well, you guessed it, John Awesome himself. Broken to us at the same time, it was broken to Chris Harris, who just found out he's had about maybe 40 minutes to prepare for this matchup. A little trash talk there to Lincoln. Chris Harris has no idea what he's in store for, has no idea anything about this Lincoln Cox character. As I said, here from a hometown promotion here in Cleveland, APW, getting a big shout out tonight. Chris Harris. You know, he has got a lot. Ooh, look out. Hip toss, but Chris Harris has got a lot on the mind tonight. Well, he's had a lot on the mind since Gold Rush. That fatal opportunity to get back at a world championship here in 3-Dub. Not only that, in his hometown. He has done that once before. Way back at TB5. He won his first 3-Dub World Championship facing the immortal Corey Heck. Nicely done springboard back elbow. Won't say that with much expression. Man, there has been a lot that has changed with Chris Harris since that first 3-dub World Championship win. Look at this, Chris Harris. Got a tight hold on Lincoln here. Now rolled up, there you go. Into a quick pinfall, quick kick out though, and a quick rollout for Lincoln Cox. Oh man, I was just about to say he's got a good head on his shoulders here, but man, he stepped right into that spear right off the apron from Chris Harris. Oh, look out. Yeah, Harris showing no remorse for this young man. And Cleveland showing no love to Chris Harris. And now Chris Harris with a curb stomp, busting Lincoln Cox wide open, and a hook of the leg, a 2 count, 3 count. Good night. Thank you for coming. I kind of expected something like that to happen. Question is, did John Awesome set up this young man? Or did he honestly think that he had a... Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute, Harris now. Come on. And here comes Awesome. Here comes Johnny. And Harris hightailing it out of here before John Awesome could get to the ring.
Here, try this.
Oh, that's good. Instant chill.
Told you.
Feels like it was made for moments exactly like this.
Because it was.
The franchise's ice packs. Cold, fast, and reliable for athletes who get their asses handed to them.
Man, my hair tapped out before I did.
Bro, you need to get with Hagen's hair cream. It saved my flow to bring yours back too.
Hagen's hair cream. Made to work for every texture, every brother, every strand. Hagen's hair cream. Real results, real roots.
You know the look. The smile that stops a room. The eyes that hold attention. The presence that can't be taught. You can't be handsome, but you can smell like it. Handsome by Chris Harris. You can't be handsome, but at least you can smell good.
American spirit. Fuel that shakes the street, the stage, and everything in between. Now you can bring the noise and the ruckus too.
She doesn't chase attention. It finds her. Put it on your lips.
Well, guys, it is time right now for the main event of the evening. Be sure to hit that like button and subscribe to 3Dub Wrestling if you haven't done so already. What are you waiting for? Fantastic show here tonight, and we are about to put the cherry on top as we get a big matchup, and here comes Kurt Brooks making his way to the ring.
Myself,
wait a second.
James and the title commission have decided that he will get one more shot at the international title.
But look at that!
This is Kurt's last opportunity, and this time it is a no-holds-barred match.
Oh, man! That is big news, and that could be big for Kurt Brooks. Him and Dylan Mason gets one more go at it. And is the main event. Introducing first, from Austin, Texas, weighing 237 pounds. He is the main event icon, Twan Montana. All right, guys. Twan Montana. Big main event matchup here tonight with Kurt Brooks. And you gotta revisit Gold Rush, because there has been a lot of talk about Chris Conley cashing in the briefcase. There was a lot of talk about that main event There was a lot of talk about what Chris Conley said in the media scrum after the show. But there was not enough talk about Twan Montana, who was able to get the job done against Conley in the opening match, the street fight at Gold Rush. And that was a big, big, pivotal point for Twan Montana in hopes that this resets the course of his singles career here in 3-Dub, now that he is officially, finally, after, over a year, messing around with Chris Conley, who is now your 3-Dub World Heavyweight Champion, and you know that can't sit well with Twan. But what about this? We just found out moments ago. Dylan Mason will defend the International Championship for a third and final time against Kurt Brooks at New Year's Bash, New York City, MSG. That's right, New Year's Day, guys. That is going to be a big, big night. Of course, we have the 30-man Stampede Rumble matchup that will take place. But so far, we already know now that Kurt Brooks will get his final attempt against Dylan Mason for the International Championship, and Hexen will get his rematch against Chris Conley for the 3-Dub World title. Guys, what a big night. New Year Bash is shaping up to be New Year's Day. Be sure not to miss that one. With all that said, guys, a lot of momentum riding on this matchup right here. Arguably two of the bigger names that can enter that Stampede Rumble match and change the course of their careers going forward, as it has for very many other people. And you can hear them a-hole chants to Kurt Brooks. Look out! And that was nice. Twan Montana out the gate, bum rushing Kurt Brooks, but not to be on the receiving end. And now here's Twan fighting back. Big knee to the gut and a double axe handle across the back. These two guys, two of the bigger names in this company. This is a massive main event right now, and there could be, like I said, a lot riding on this matchup. Even though we know Kurt Brooks will get the rematch, a lot could come from this match right here going into that match. Twan Montana, the main event icon, knows how to bring the noise and the ruckus, as Russell Franchise would say. So this could be a course-altering matchup for Kurt Brooks. This could be the reason why he either wins or loses at New Year Bash. Depends on how this goes here tonight. Either way, that is going to be a massive matchup, guys. There has already been two opportunities that Kurt Brooks could have been the international champion already, and as a matter of fact, I think he should be. Gets screwed over twice, and well, we'll get back to that at some point, I'm sure. There's Kurt now off the ropes, and a nice left jab right in the ear hole of Twan Montana, and now cross the ring right in the face with a big boot from Kurt. Quickly rolling outside is Twan. Nicely done top rope guillotine. Nicely done maneuver right there. Pinfall only going to get one. Right back into it for Twan though. And on the ropes is the feet. And another 1 count kick out. The ropes into a belly to belly. No, right hands from Brooks. Breaking the hold. Face full of turnbuckle. May have busted him open. There's a big meat cleaver. Clothesline in the corner, and Brooks is going to try to go for the distance here. Brooks going for the distance and connecting with a massive elbow drop. Right in the heart. Twan Montana and Kurt Brooks now. Looking phenomenal as always, and that is what I was talking about in the earlier portions of this matchup. Depending on how this match goes could determine the outcome of Brooks vs. Mason Part 3. It looks to me at this point, Kurt's been steadily in the driver's seat in this matchup. As a matter of fact, Twan's already busted open. Got to fall back on the fact that Twan Montana struggled many times prior to Gold Rush before getting the big win over Chris Conley. And what a setback it would be if he doesn't get the win here tonight against Kurt Brooks. A nice tilt-a-whirl backbreaker, though. Very successfully done right there. And now in the corner with some knife-edge chops. Wow! 4 or 5 of them some bitches, and then now Kurt Brooks fighting back out of the corner. Up on the shoulders goes Twan, and rolling down quickly into a pinfall for Brooks. Another 1 count kick out for Twan Montana. Look at Brooks now with the cradle suplex pinfall, hooked him up. 2 count. Barely hanging on there is Twan. And now Kurt Brooks quickly. No time wasted. No. Kick caught. Brought down. And now Twan has it locked in. The figure 4 leg lock. And Kurt Brooks, big right hand to quickly loosen the hold. And that is big time. Look out. Jackpot. Jackpot, Twan Montana. Nice hold on clotheslines. Big maneuvers, taking a lot out of Kurt Brooks. Taking a lot out of Kurt Brooks. Massive spear. And Twan can do it right here. Kick out from Brooks. Man. Twan like that in just the past maybe 60, 90 seconds has turned this match around. Kurt Brooks now, man. Just as I speak, a massive insecurity. And Kurt Brooks again with an elbow drop, this time to the small of the back and a hook of the leg. A 1-2, Kurt almost. Man, oh man, son. You all hyped up here in the main event as a crash collision course between these two big names here in Freedom. Twan looking for another win. And Conley looking to build momentum. Going into his final opportunity against Mason. And these two brawling it out right here in the corner. Big right hand, big chops. Who's gonna fall to this one? Man, and there they go, unloading. Right hands, and neither two take the fall. And Twan with a roll up. Twan, 2, 3, Twan got it. Twan got the roll-up victory. And just like that, guys, after a massive slugfest with neither two were to fall, both stood tall. And Twan Montana from nowhere rolling up Kurt Brooks. And Kurt has just got a lot on his mind. Kurt has got a lot on his mind with Dylan Mason. Maybe that was the factor here tonight, I don't know. I can't call it, guys, but I can call the victory, and that is to Twan Montana. Nicely done. Way to finish strong, Twan Montana. Kurt Brooks had the majority of this matchup, guys, just like he has with Dylan Mason. He's looked phenomenal since his return here to 3-Dub. But just time after time after time, falling short, getting screwed over, or something like this. Here is your winner, Twan Montana. And Kurt Brooks can't believe it, man. He's going to blow a damn gasket here tonight. My God. Oh, man! Dylan Mason!
Your eyes. You're waiting with
Wait a minute!
You're waiting for me to march down that ramp, go inside of my ring, one that I have owned for over 7 years straight, and kill a man, commit a murder live on TV, with everyone watching at home and everyone sitting here, witnessing the bloodbath in real life. But here's the thing. Why should I be angry at that man? For constantly being in his own way? Why should I even address him directly? Because all he does is fail. Maybe that's how he was born into this world, failing constantly. But that's not the Dylan Mason story, and I don't want to associate myself with weakness like that. Because, ladies and gentlemen, who hit the referee? Did I do it? No. He did. The man that just lost again, he hit that referee. Fucking up his opportunity. His chance, his second chance, might I add. And yet, you have that idiot on commentary. Yes, hi, Dewey. I see you, you little bitch. Be careful that I don't drop you on your head. You have the idiot Dewey yelling, Brooks had it won. What did he win? Does he have the title? Do you see it around his waist, over his shoulder? No, you don't see it in his possession because I am still your international champion because he f***ed it up for himself once again. Because he's not good enough for any of this. Don't you see that? Am I the only one that is not blind to what he truly is? In all honesty, I think management just pities him. And they have to give him opportunity after opportunity, even though he doesn't deserve it anymore. He doesn't. This is not his time. He lost twice. 2 times. In all honesty, I think Twan, he deserves a shot at my international championship. At least it will be something fresh for the fans to see, right? But no, we're just gonna rehash the same thing because some idiot named Brooks hit me over the head with a steel chair and then put me through a goddamn table, and I'm supposed to be pissed. No, I pity him as well, I guess. In a way. Because that inside of that ring, and I want you all to look at him now. That is a sad excuse for a professional wrestler, a man that has never amounted to anything at all, a man that I will erase from this planet in his last opportunity. Just think on this. That man once tried to burn me with a sea of flames, and I remained unscathed, and the goddamn fire showed me a path to walk. Because the fire, it couldn't burn someone as important as Dylan Mason. But I will make damn sure the name Brooks dies after this.
Oh man! The anticipation for this matchup is astronomical! And we are gonna get it at Bash! Thanks for joining me here tonight. A lot of excitement, a lot of story build here tonight on episode 9 of Blackout, and I'm signing out from Cleveland, Ohio. I am Dewey Danielson, guys. We will see you in just over a week for episode 10. Thanks for joining me. Have a great night.